Aloha, I'm Jean, your Creative Quantum Coach, and welcome back to the Fall Metal Element Transformation Series. Moving from the late summer's energy of nourishment, stability, and groundedness, we shift into the opportune time of deeper reflection and introspection. For those entering the fall in the Northern Hemisphere, a refreshing chill envelops the air. Some may celebrate the season by apple picking and watching the vibrant hues gradually give way to the rich palette of fall. Fall is the season of contraction, moving inward, and of dryness. As each season has its corresponding organs, the lung and large intestine are the organs associated with the fall. In traditional Chinese medicine, the metal element is associated with the season of fall, symbolizing clarity, organization, and the ability to let go of what is no longer needed. We begin our transformation on 11/11 because it's a very special portal of this year. It carries unprecedented frequencies and marks our sacred transition in our collective evolution. The year 2025 completes a universal 9-year cycle of purification and integration. It is the bridge between the cycles of our inner work to our outer expression, from cleansing to consciousness and co-creation. This season prepares us to enter 2026, the year of creation and embodiment, when the light we've cultivated begins to take form. As we are approaching the end of the last few months of 2025, we will encounter so many endings on multiple levels of our physical, mental, and spiritual journeys. As beautiful butterflies in the making, we are in a massive gestation period, the mush stage, if you will, of the chrysalis, where everything can feel a bit confusing and chaotic. This fall season is so crucial because it's in this formlessness and chaos where we have the greatest potential to quantum leap into our new selves through rebirth and regeneration of moving into the Aloha, I'm Jean, your creative. We see this and the expression of the metal element as it's synonymous with the Qi, the great Qi, which is the ability to let go and transform. It represents our greatness, like receiving a medal for an honor. The metal element also embodies strength, clarity, and resilience. It symbolizes the importance of boundaries, refinement, and letting go, concepts that resonate deeply with the nature cycle of life. We see this. The metal element can be harsh, but it's also known for its malleability and potential to be brought back into its original state. Metal is firm, strong, self-contained, and precious. It is impenetrable and yet can be molded under certain conditions like extreme heat. Metal's strong boundaries model for us how to retain our shape through the changing seasons of our lives, defining how our boundaries are an opportunity to say yes to all the things we desire, more of in our life, and to let go of what is no longer serving us. Boundaries solidify and strengthen what is within. Metal energy gives us the opportunity to maintain that strength while also letting go. In traditional Chinese medicine, the emotion associated with the fall is grief. During fall, we can confront different forms of loss, personal, relational, or even collective. It encourages us to embrace grief as a natural, essential part of life, presenting an opportunity to reflect on what we need to release. Sadness can lead to stagnation if we do not let go, and it's no coincidence that weeping is the sound associated with the fall season. If you have been fighting back those tears lately, you may be interested in the physiology behind crying. Crying triggers the release of hormones such as oxytocin and endorphins, also prolactin. These hormones support our stress and anxiety reduction because oxytocin and endorphins have calming and pain relieving effects. Crying also helps us emotionally regulate, express and process our strong emotions like sadness, grief, and joy. Emotional tears contain higher concentrations of hormones, neuropeptides, and neurotransmitters when compared to the two other kinds of tears that we shed, reflexive and basal tears. This is because emotional tears are a byproduct of our emotional responses. When releasing emotional tears, the parasympathetic nervous system is activated, which relaxes the body and helps us improve our rest. As the heart rate slows down, blood pressure decreases, and the body leaves the fight or flight state, the adrenaline and noradrenaline decrease. Grieving creates space for healing and renewal, as seen in the rituals around the world for death and rebirth. Many believe the ancestors are beginning to return home during this fall season, piercing the thin veil between the living and the dead. Darkness will give way to light, and the light will remind us that darkness isn't the opposite, but actually its complement in the journey of being. That's why it's critical to invest in our mental health during the season. Completely loving and accepting yourself this season can prepare our spirits and bodies for this deeply inward time and can help us process all of these heavy emotions and let them go as well. When we release our grief, it unleashes a tremendous amount of energy that is trapped in the vital body, and this is how we spontaneously heal, quantum leaping into our healthy body and mind. Feeling some sadness and grief in the current situation is completely normal, but when our emotions are controlling our life, it's time to reflect. Same with letting go. It's natural for us as humans to resist certain changes in our life, but it's when we can't adapt after the moment to process that when it starts to become unhealthy. Now that you understand the energetics of the fall metal season, you can ask yourself, is your metal element balanced? Do you have difficulty letting go of past hurts or experiences? Are you experiencing prolonged or unresolved grief? Do you feel a sense of detachment or emotional coldness? Do you feel your best is still to come in your life? Do you accumulate things and have a hard time clearing out the old? As the light we've cultivated from this year begins to take form and we move into this luminous corridor, I invite you to step into a higher reality and set a new intention for this new moon. One that resonates with your soul's original blueprint of joy, abundance, and creative power. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to stay tuned as our focus turns to the health and energetics of our lungs and large intestine, the corresponding organ systems of the fall, in the next episode. Happy transforming. Love you.